Namaste, friends. Welcome to my studio, Half Moon Yoga, here in Medina, Ohio. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for landing on my channel. My name is Lauren Bentley, and I try to upload a new vinyasa class for you every Monday and Friday, with the focus being on all levels, because I am a believer and a lover in movement for all bodies. So if that sounds like your jam, if you like movement that leaves you feeling empowered, if you like to bring in the element of the emotion, if you like to bring in the nervous system healing, then I would really suggest that you tap that subscribe button. And if you would like to work with me at all one-on-one with mindfulness, yoga, meditation, breath work, reiki, trauma-informed coaching, please see the description box below and how you can contact me and how you can follow me on social media. All right, so no props are needed today. However, if you do enjoy having blocks handy, then you can, of course, go ahead and grab those. And we're all just going to meet in Supta Baddha Konasana. So laying on your back, bottoms of the feet together with your knees wide. Go ahead and snuggle your shoulders under your heart, tuck your chin in slightly as we rest a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. And as you're ready, I invite for you to close your eyes and bringing your awareness to the breath. Perhaps you can feel the belly rising and falling beneath your hand. Letting your whole back body be supported here. As you just simply let yourself drop into this moment, knowing that unrolling our mat and arriving here can often be the hardest part. So knowing that you made it, give yourself that gift to be fully here. Let yourself continue to choose you. Letting your breath deepen. Letting the mind quiet and the body relax. As you think about the intention you would like to set for this class today. What do you need? What are you dedicated to? Letting your intention be in the form of an I am statement. Claiming it as yours. So let's breathe in, I am. Breathing out your intention. We'll take our hands now to the outside of the legs, closing our legs up like a book as we peel the knees into the chest. Hands can place down onto the knees. As you gently float the knees away from the body, let the arms straighten. And then just let your knees fall open. And then pulling the knees back into the chest. Let them extend, let your arms straighten. Legs go out wide and then back into the chest. So we're just drawing some circles with the knees here. Finding a breath that feels good for you as you begin to match your breath to your movement, finding that nice coherence. And one more. And then keeping those knees bent, let's open our arms up into a T as we let our legs fall heavy to the left. And maybe looking out over that right shoulder as long as the neck allows. If that does create pain in the cervical spine, just keep your head up facing the ceiling. We'll breathe in, coming back through to center, lift those knees. Breathing out, drop those knees over to the right, maybe looking out over that left shoulder. And beginning to come back through the center. You take your hands, those hamstrings, and you can either just begin to rock and roll yourself all the way up to your tabletop position, or to simply roll over to one side, lifting up to tabletop. Let yourself arrive here when you're ready, stacking the joints. We'll have our shoulders right over the wrists and our hips right over the knees. Place the tops of your feet flat to the mat. Notice that low belly and those floating ribs hugging in and up. We're going to turn our fingers out to the long edge of the mat and just rock yourself a little side to side. Coming through the center and turning your fingers in to face the body, maybe rocking yourself a little forward and back. Just getting into those wrists, warming up our joints here. And of course, with those fingers in, if that feels pretty intense for your body, just remain still. Use that powerful breath. And then we'll come back through to center and just come up onto the fingertips here. So we're tenting up onto the hands as we flow through a few rounds of cat and cow. So we'll drop belly, roll shoulders back, lift chin, inhale. And as you exhale, round the spine and tuck the chin to the chest. Let's find 2 more here. Breathe in, drop belly, open heart. Breathing out, chin to chest. And once more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come through the center, drop back down to the hands and curl the toes under. Really pull that low belly in and up. We're going to drop belly, pull heart forward, breathe in. As you breathe out, tucking the chin to the chest and rounding the spine. And then lift those knees to a hover about 1 inch above the mat. Then lead with that tailbone, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take it nice and slow, lower down, lowering knees to a hover. Hold here for a moment. Drop knees, drop belly, open heart. As you exhale, we round, we lift the knees to a hover, and then hips go up and back, downward facing. And once more, just like this, lower to that hovering table. Drop knees, drop belly. And then tuck the chin, hover the knees. Hips go up and back, downward facing. Let's take a moment here just to pedal out through those feet. Let your head be heavy. Shoulders rolling away from the ears. Spread those fingers nice and wide on the mat. And landing here for a moment of stillness in that downward dog. Maybe tucking the chin in deeply to the chest, enjoying a really nice stretch to the upper back body. And then releasing the head back to neutral. We'll drop all the way back down to those knees. Spread those fingers wide. And then we'll send our right toes back. Let them face straight down, keeping your hips nice and level. As you send your left arm out nice and long. Crossing away from that right hand, find some length here. And as you exhale, elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, elbow and knee to touch. And once more, lengthen and curl it in. Beautiful. Find that length. We'll bend our right knee, flex the right foot, reach this left arm around, grabbing hold of that right ankle if you can. If you can't, just keep reaching back, flexing that right foot. And if you are holding on, press that right ankle into that left hand and really feel that left shoulder roll back. The depth of this back bend and heart opener is completely up to you. So find what feels best for your body. One more breath here. And then go ahead and release. Find that length. Drop left hand down and curl this right knee into the nose. We'll drop that right foot in between our hands. Knee is behind the toes. Squeeze inner thighs together and inhale. Lift on up to your Anjaneyasana low lunge. Inhale to find length. Exhale, open it up here. Left arm forward, right arm back. And as you breathe out, right hand meets left hamstring. Left arm reaches up overhead. Inhale, come back through the center, reach both arms high. And then tuck back toes under if they're not already. And begin to lift that left knee. We're in our high lunge. As you breathe out, open it up, warrior two. So we're stacking shoulders over the hips. We can peek down to that right big toe. Nice front heel to back inner arch connection here. Be aware of both those feet really pressing deeply into the mat. Let's gather our hands at heart center and pull both heels in to face one another as you sink down into that goddess. So knees are out nice and wide, all the weight's in the heels. Take your time now to pivot on that right foot and find a lunge pulse to the back of the mat. So we're bending into that left knee, squeezing inner thighs together. Inhale here, exhale, open it up, goddess. Okay, twice more. Find that lunge and goddess. One more, find that lunge, hold here. Roll shoulders back, find a nice long spine. And as you breathe out, hook this right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Hands coming towards heart center as much as you can. And then looking down somewhere on the floor, finding something that's not moving to bring your focus to. Find that drishti as you begin to peel that weight into that left foot and reach right toes off the mat. Coming into a little twisted warrior three variation. It's okay if that back leg doesn't lift very much. And as you breathe out, squeeze that right knee in towards the chest. And then right foot meets the left. We're in a chair twist. So the right elbow is still hooked to the outside of that left thigh with our knees in line with one another. Inhale, find length, come through the center. As you exhale, hook left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Hands rest, heart center. And inhale, come to center. As you exhale, maybe you can sit a little bit lower. Press through those heels, breathe in, rise tall. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet out so the toes are spilling off the edges of the mat with heels in as you lower all the way down to your yogi squat. Nice long spine here. Maybe your heels are lifted. That's totally fine. Inhale. As you exhale, let's drop those hands back to our plank. And you can find your vinyasa. You can take that belly to cobra or roll halfway to chaturanga into your upward dog and into that downward facing dog. Find a nice breath here into the nose, out through the mouth. Reconnect with your intention with this present moment. As we carefully begin to lower down to those knees, taking us all over to the other side. Stacking our joints again once we arrive here. This time, let's send our left toes to the back of the mat, pointing them straight down as you reach that right arm out long. Inhale, find your length. As you exhale, curl it in, elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow and knee to touch. And one more, lengthen and curl it in. Beautiful. Find that length here. Bend into that left knee, flex the left foot, reach your right arm around. Maybe you're able to grab left ankle on the side, maybe not. So if you're not, just reach back, keep flexing that left foot. And if you are, press left ankle into that right hand for that right shoulder roll back. Beautiful. Then we'll release. Find your length here. Drop right hand down and squeeze left knee into the nose. We'll drop left foot. Knees behind those toes. Squeeze inner thighs together. Reach arms high. Anjaneyasana. Inhale. As you exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Then left hand meets right hamstring. Right arm floats up high. Beautiful. And both arms lift high. Curling right toes under. And then when you're ready, lift that right knee off the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, open it up, warrior two. We're still facing the back of the mat. And then hands gather to the heart center as both heels come in, toes out, back in that goddess squat. Inhale here. As you exhale, now we're bending into that right knee, lunging to the top of the mat. Open it up, goddess, and lunge. Last one, goddess. And lunge, beautiful. Then straighten out through that back leg, find some length in the spine. As you exhale, we'll hook left elbow to the outside of that right leg. Find a breath. And then begin to lean into that right foot as you peel left toes off the mat. Take your time here. And then squeeze that left knee in, drop left foot down to meet the right, chair twist. Sit back into the heels. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks the outside of that left thigh. And inhale, center. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, we stand tall, sweep arms out and up. As you exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Walk feet out, heels in, toes spilling off sides of mat as you lower on down to your yogi squat. Inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands one step back to the plank with your option to find that flow. You can always skip and just head right back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Finding a nice deep breath here in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Let's drop that left heel, foot right leg high. As you exhale, squeeze right knee into the nose. Upper body is in plank. Twice more, three-legged dog, breathe in. Breathing out, knee to nose. Move through honey, move with intention. Last one, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and drop that right foot in between those hands. Rising up as you're ready, we're in our crescent lunge. Knees behind the toes, energetic squeeze in the thighs. Exhaling, left arm forward, right arm back. And then right hand meets left hamstring. Beautiful. Coming back through the center, reach both arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Take your hands to the heart, find that goddess, both heels in. And pivoting to the back of the mat again, lunge. Open up, find that goddess. Move nice and slow, lunge to the back of the mat. And one more here, goddess. And lunge. Straighten up through that right leg, hook right elbow to the outside of that left thigh. Hands meeting towards heart center. Weight goes into left foot, let's reach right foot off the mat. And squeeze right knee in. Right foot meets the left, chair twist. Good, inhale, center, exhale, twist to the left. I'm sorry, to the right, left elbow hooks, outside of right thigh. Inhale, center, exhale, sit a little bit deeper into the heels, and then inhale to rise, nice and tall. Exhale all the way down, back to midline, forward fold. Weight goes into left foot as you reach right foot high, squeezing right glute. Nose down to the left knee, standing splits. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, can you keep that right leg straight, tapping toes towards that right wrist. Reach right leg high. And tap those toes to the wrist. And once more, inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Kick right leg high. And then let's bend our right knee, pulling it into the nose, rounding through the upper back. Very slowly rise all the way up to stand. Pull that right knee up with you. And we'll take your hand underneath that right foot, interlace, rounding to that back body. Very carefully begin to let that foot press into your right hand, releasing the low back. And then you can extend that right leg out long in front. Keep rounding through that back body. Inhale. And as you exhale, carefully release. Send right foot behind you. Warrior three. Land that back foot down. Belly hovers right above that left thigh. Airplane those arms. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands down to the back to your plank. And let's flow. Downward facing dog. And we'll take this all over to the other side. One final round. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. And again, returning to that intention. What are you devoted to? We'll drop right heel, flip left leg high. As you exhale, squeeze the knee into the nose. Twice more, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. And one more, three-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose, drop left foot in between those hands. As you're ready, on your breath in, you rise tall. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Left hand meets right hamstring, right arm floats up overhead. Beautiful, both arms reach forward. Exhale, warrior two, so facing back of mat. Hands gather at the heart, goddess squat, heels and toes out. Inhale, exhale, lunge, facing that right leg, your top of mat. Open it up to your goddess. And lunge. Once more, goddess. And lunge, beautiful. Straighten out through that back leg. Left elbow hooks to the outside of that right thigh. And then bringing your weight into the right foot. Let's lift our left leg high. Inhale, exhale, squeeze left knee in. Drop left foot to meet the right. Sit back into that twisted chair. Find your length, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks. Beautiful. Inhale to center. Exhale, sink back a little bit more into the heels. Inhale, launch up to that tall mountain. Exhale, break free, forward fold all the way down. Beautiful. Weights in that right foot this time as you lift left foot high. Squeeze that left glute, drop nose to the right knee. Exhale, tap left toes towards that left wrist. Lift high. Exhale, tap. And once more, lift and tap. Beautiful. Standing splits. Bend the knee, curl the knee into the nose. And begin to rise all the way up to your one-legged mountain. Squeeze the knee into the chest. As you breathe out, release hands down, interlace underneath your left foot. Gently pressing the foot into the hands, release that low back. Maybe stay here, maybe begin to straighten out through that left leg. Carefully release as you pendulum that leg behind you. Squeeze shoulder blades down, back body. Airplane those arms in your warrior three. And then catch yourself in your airplane lunge. So let belly hover right above that right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, release hands down, tip it back to your plank. And find that flow. Downward facing dog. Beautiful work, everybody. Find a nice breath in through the nose here. Exhale it out through the mouth. Let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. We'll bend our knees, look forward as you exhale, step or hop, top of mat. Just rinsing it out with one sun A, half lift, inhale. Fold on your exhale. Breathing in, root to rise. We stand tall, hands touch overhead. Exhale, hands rest at your heart. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, break free, forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Fold on your exhale. Either step it back or hop back into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. And we'll slowly begin to drop down to those knees. Big toes together, knees no wider than edges of mat. As you send your hips back, arms up nice and long. Press forehead down to the earth. Child's pose. Rest those elbows. Let your breath return to a neutral state. Feel your heart rate return to rest. Taking a moment here just to remember your intention. Let it be yours, claiming it. Because if you can think it, it is already yours. It's already here for you. And then asking your higher self, your creator, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, how can I be of service today? how can I be of service today? And this is where I will leave you. You can stay here in this child's pose. You can roll onto your back for a traditional Shavasana. Just let yourself pause here for just a few more moments, reflecting on that question. How can I be of service today? How can I serve today? I'll tell you, for me, that I ask this question every morning with my meditation. And I have been led to create some beautiful virtual programs, to start my podcast, which has been an incredible journey. It has just led me to some of the best ideas, planting seeds of intention by asking how you can be of service. I hope this serves you well, and I'll see you again real soon, my friends. Take good care. Namaste.